guys, and welcome to episode 34 of the Entirely X Gaming Podcast. I'm your quarterback for this week's show, Mike Spindler. Gamer tag is XIMIK392IX. And the best wide receiver we have, Ben Frampton.
The biggest wide receiver that we have.
I'm sorry.
Hey guys, gamer tag is Nareem, N-E-R-E-M-E.
And returning as our featured running back, we have Joe.
Hey guys, what's happening?
And, well, I guess start off the show, we got a little show announcement. So, over the past few episodes, Joe's been on. In fact, he's been on all of them.
Every single one. Yeah.
every episode. So, we decided why not bring him on full time. So, we're happy to announce that Joe will be joining the team at Entirely X. So, yay. Welcome, Joe. Clap, clap. We need that soundboard you were talking about, Ben.
Yeah, we do.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. So going forward, Joe will be on, as rotating out between, obviously Tyler's not here this week, so, there'll be weeks where 4 of us are on or 3 of us are on.
We
Tyler's
basically just need,
bozo.
basically need a Joe in there so that he can just shit on your gamer score every week.
Well, yeah, bring me down a peg. So let's kick off Joe's first official show with a little something extra. And this week we're going to talk about the sports games, the big do's and don'ts that EA and, well, the only other company that makes a sports game, 2K, need to keep in mind while they're making these massive franchises, because these games pull in so much money and they sell stupid amounts of copies every single year. And they're pretty much the same game almost every year with a couple tweaks. Like Call of Duty every single year.
Yeah,
right?
there's a big tendency to do a little couple of changes and then just leave it the same, and they still make stupid money because they're the only sports games in town.
Nice old $60 roster update.
Well, I mean, so I just leading off one of the first points is, do you guys think that sports games will maintain the $60, or do you see them going as a pay to, like a service, right? Where you pay $15 a month or $10 a month, whatever.
You go, Joe. You go.
I mean, I would need to see someone have the actual balls to pull off a move like that, especially when the current formula is working. I mean, they're selling less copies of games now, but they're making up for it with like microtransactions with like Ultimate Team or I don't know what it's called in 2K or like the 2K games or like Diamond in MLB The Show. It's called Diamond Dynasty. So like they make money off like the microtransactions off of like the Ultimate Team packs and stuff like that. So I mean, even though they're selling less, they're making up for it because
making more.
Well, people are absolutely addicted to those modes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they make a shit ton. So if you could lower the price of the game, and then you pay, that $5-10, I just don't know who would go first, 2K or EA. I think it would be EA, honestly.
Surely it's the Madden franchise, because
it would be the Madden
franchise.
They can't. Yeah, right.
I feel
it's
like
the only game. Yeah.
EA might do it with Live, just as like a competitor kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's definitely like a step down from NBA 2K, but I mean, like if you offer it at a lower price point, and the thing that helps 2K take off, I don't know if you actually remember this, but when they did their 20th anniversary back in 2004, 2005, all the 2K5 games were $20 when they came out. And it forced EA released all their games at $60, and like MLB 2K5, NFL 2K5, NBA 2K5, college basketball or college hoops 2K5, all $20, and EA threw their games out for $60, and nobody was buying them. And it actually forced Madden to drop to $30 really quickly that year because nobody was buying it. And I'm sure they did it with their other games too, like NBA Live and stuff like that. Because, I mean, they're basically the same. Why would you pay $20 when you, or I'm sorry, they were 50 at the time because it was PS2 and Xbox. So
Right.
why would you pay $50 for something when you can get it for 20? I mean, like the graphics aren't as good, but I mean, same gameplay basically.
Yeah, right.
And I think someone's got to take a bold move like that, and it's got to happen with basketball because that's the only area of competition. RBI
Yeah.
isn't competition for the show, and
No. No,
coin-
it's not.
coincidentally too, that was also the year that EA signed that exclusive deal with the NFL.
Ah, okay. Locking that up for
Yeah,
Madden.
locking that up right after, so that doesn't happen again.
Yeah. Interesting. Now, it man, I'm trying to think of, would I pay $5 a month to play Madden that just consistently updates, you know? Like, the thing with Madden is every August it comes out, there's something new for me to try, right? I just pay that $60 and I'm done. But now, times that by 12 months, is that a viable option? I'm not too sure, because how many updates can they really make over the year
Right.
to make it worth your $5?
On its own, no, it's not.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
But if you charge $5-10 even for all the sports games you make, and some other games that you make,
Yeah. Well, isn't that just EA Access?
yeah. But yeah,
Right?
it's getting to that point, isn't it, where you start
Yeah.
thinking, if I'm buying all this stuff already, and
Yeah.
what they need to do is make it so that, because a lot of these subscription services, it's like, oh yeah, when this game, is 2 or 3 months old, we'll put it on the service. It's like, nah, you need to have it like on there free day one. People aren't going to pay you money and then pay another chunk of money on top.
Yeah.
I can't see EA making that bold move though.
Yeah.
It's a
I
pretty
think they would
big
be
step.
more likely over 2K, maybe.
Are they doing that with that Origins Access? Like, I know there's that really
Yes.
big, like, premium Origins Access bundle. Are those new games in there day one?
I'm not sure.
Because I believe that's $15 a month.
Oh, that's pricey. Ugh.
That's just.
I'm not sure if the new games are in there. Yeah.
That's a lot for just
EA
stuff.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's really, really pricey.
Well, it's also their entire library forever. Like, back to the 90s, too.
Oh.
So, like, Madden 98 might be in there as well.
About Madden 06. Easiest gamer score Madden out there. For sure. Now, going back to the iterations of each of these games, let's start with Madden. All these new iterations, story modes finally in FIFA and in Madden.
Yeah. Should we not call it story mode, because that implies it's a story?
How about an attempt at a single player?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
We'll go with that.
Is that better? Are you more forgiving of that?
I might be comfortable enough to accept that one.
Okay.
Have you played the long shot, Joe?
I could sing the song if you want.
Don't sing the song.
I played the first one for a little bit, but not the second one. Like, I just started the new one, and I don't know. I didn't get that far in it. It just doesn't interest me.
It's alright. You get to the end and it still doesn't interest you.
But the idea of it is they're, I guess, trying something new in these sports games because they need new ideas every year in order to spend that $60 or in some cases $85 like for the Hall of Fame edition. Right?
Here we go. He's dropping the hooks. Go on, Mike.
Yeah.
Why are you talking about the Hall of Fame edition?
Because it's got a better cover.
and because you got it, right?
Oh yeah, I bought that.
Well,
yeah.
there we go. You got that out of the system.
Yeah.
That cover with what is it, Antonio Brown?
T.O. Antonio Brown's the
T.O.'s
regular.
on the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like they just, like, plastered the back of that thing with mustard.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's
why I bought
that's
Hall
the
of Fame
regular
edition.
edition for Antonio Brown, yeah?
Yeah.
The bright yellow one. The one that looks like custard.
Yep, exactly. It's just not appealing.
Ben, you are probably the most knowledgeable British person I know with football.
He is.
I mean, I'm sure your entire country set the bar pretty low, but
It's actually quite a growing sport over here. People are
It
really
is.
starting to take notice.
have you been to one of those NFL games yet?
I have, yes. I saw the Giants Rams.
Nice.
Yeah.
You say nice, but he's a Giants fan, so is it nice?
Yeah, I got to see that Landon Collins interception for a touchdown.
Oh yeah, yep.
Which was really
Look,
weird
he knows
live,
players'
actually.
names.
It was really weird because it felt like the play had stopped because the Rams
Right.
players just didn't realise that he'd picked it off.
Oh no.
So everyone in the crowd was just like, so when they doing their next play then? And he's like still running around. You're like, oh wait, oh god.
Stuff is happening.
Yeah. But no,
Well, a game that's even bigger over there is FIFA, and
we
I
gotta
don't
talk
play
about
FIFA, so I can't really speak to it as well. Maybe you guys can. I just know it sells a shit ton.
The
more
ultimate,
than Madden.
yeah. Well, it's
Bro, I played FIFA Street, and that's it. I think 3 was the last one.
it's a sports game for the biggest sport in the world.
Yeah. Mhm.
So it was always going to be selling stupid amounts, but they make so much money from FIFA Ultimate Team now, so
Yeah.
much. They there's like videos all over the place of kids having their reactions when they get like, I think it was Cristiano Ronaldo last year,
Yeah.
and just showing how crazy they go when they find him in a pack.
Oh, like that
Yeah.
kid that broke his TV with his computer chair?
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a great video. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's one of these things though where if you can get the young teenagers to buy these packs to get involved in this stuff, you make stupid money. Like the same sort of money Fortnite's making. That's what they make every year with FIFA.
Hello?
I don't know how that game makes money. I don't contribute to it.
Of course you don't. You effectively paid for one of their developers' kids to go to college.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah, so FIFA is huge.
It's
huge
massive.
game.
Yeah.
But
And it's interesting that as FIFA has gone over the years, how they started the story mode in there and then brought it to Madden.
yeah, well, it's been the testing ground for a few things. It seems that the Ultimate Team has been miles better on FIFA. The Ultimate Team has been better than the Madden Ultimate Team for a long time, and that they're just bringing the new stuff into Madden now. But what you were saying,
I think they have to do it that way, though. Go ahead.
oh yeah, well, it's probably the best place to test it.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
What happened a while back is that FIFA wasn't the main football game.
Mm-hmm.
So this was, like 5-10 years ago, something like that, when Pro Evolution Soccer was also a massive football game, and it actually took over. It became, sold more.
It
copies
still
than-
does. It still does pretty well from what I see on the MPDs when it comes out.
It does fairly well, I'm sure. I mean,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
there are people who are die-hard fans of it, and they'll always go back to it. But
Yeah.
I think
Didn't they just lose the UEFA license, though?
probably. I mean, it
That's
wouldn't
the big
surprise
one.
me. Yeah. I mean,
That's
if
all
you
that
can't-
Konami
if,
makes
yeah,
now,
that's
too.
If you can't put the real players' names in, you're in trouble. I mean, it used to be a big competitor.
Yeah.
But-
It's still big. Yeah.
It used to be more
Even
competitive.
bigger. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's one of these things. It seems like these games, they do have a competitor for a while, but there's a couple of them like Madden where you're sat there thinking, I'm not playing the NFL Live game. I'm sorry, no, unless they really made a huge effort, no one's stepping away from the Madden franchise now.
No. Yeah. I would agree.
But then, I mean, you said sports games. I'm gonna make honourable mentions here. Honourable being, well, a word that I'm using for
Loosely.
the rugby games that people make, the golf games that
Yep.
people make,
Yep.
the the cycling games people make.
Horse racing games.
Yep. Yes. Well, that's your sort of thing, Mike.
Let's see. There's cricket, lacrosse.
Yeah.
That new Ashes cricket game is apparently I read the review on it, and it's apparently like the best representation of like cricket.
In that it's fucking boring.
You didn't sell it at all in that statement.
I don't know. I mean, like IGN gave it an 8 out of 10 and said it's probably the best cricket game that you can buy.
Oh, IGN, what are you doing?
Plagiarism, everything like that.
I mean, I'm sure it is a very fun cricket game. No, I'm very sure. I'm sure that it is a cricket game. But,
that exists in the sport.
Yeah, like
the Tour de France. Those are a thing, I believe, still.
Yeah. No. I definitely bought that this year.
Oh God, that's the problem.
If it had Forza style graphics for the routes that you cycled through, that I could understand slightly buying that game.
Yeah, I'm sort of right there with you. Yeah.
You know, if you get to see the scenery of France in full 4K HD, sort of like.
It is X enhanced.
Oh God, that's a terrifying statement.
I can see us all being a cycling team on Tour de France now.
Ooh, the entirely X Tour de France team.
That would be so bad. But yeah, I'll pull us away from this before we end up completely over the yellow jersey. So. I'll throw this in there then. What's your favourite moment from a sports game? Any sports game?
I got one.
Go.
Well, it was, I'm pretty sure, last year, I beat you in a game. Like a legitimate game. And we played in a league.
In Madden, I assume.
Yes. And I beat you.
Yeah, that does happen every now and again. I mean, gotta let you win some.
This is a pity play for me. But no, that just being in the party with a friend and playing online, and I won. I can't remember who I had actually. I was just name was just on the tip of my tongue, and I was gonna say it. But that online experience of playing against you and we had a couple other friends in our league. It was pretty good.
Yeah. No, it's
what about you?
For me, I think one of the previous Maddens, I can't remember which one, it might have been the one with Drew Brees on the cover or something stupid like that, had a challenge, had an achievement that had a challenge in it that was like, you had to beat one of the last challenges in the challenge list.
Is that the game? Is that the one where you have to play with I think you have to play with Drew Brees or something, or Peyton Manning, and it's 17-31. You have to score 2 touchdowns in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, you've got to recover an onside kick, basically.
That's definitely Madden 11.
Right, that one nearly killed me, but finishing that achievement felt like, I don't know, what I assume drugs feels like. It was euphoric. It was beautiful. It was a great moment. I was like, I have finished this game. I have done it. I've overcome the peak that is this terrible fucking grind of an achievement where you're sat there kicking a perfect onside kick and they just recover it every time. They literally just go, I'll have that ball. Thank you.
I got another one too.
Go
ahead. Oh, the first. I think it was when Gronk was on the cover. I think it was 2017.
It was last
right?
year. Yeah, it was last year.
Tom Brady was last year. Gronk was the year before.
Wasn't 17 Odell? No, 16 was Odell. 17 was Gronk.
Yep. It was Draft Champions. I forgot the name for a second again.
Oh yeah.
The first time I ever fully won against other people online. Where it's kind of that you just go through, pick your wide receiver out of 5 people, pick your quarterback and then play. The first time I won without losing, I think that's probably my favorite.
That doesn't make any sense.
So
the word structure of that sentence.
Yeah.
The first time I won without losing.
I understood.
I guess that's fair.
If for those of you who don't know the Draft Champions format, you draft a team out of players, and then you play games until you've lost three, and you've lost three.
Yeah.
So you know, if you manage to get, is it 10 wins, something like that, 10 wins?
10 wins. Yeah.
Yeah. If you manage to get 10 wins, you get the top prize, as it were. You know, the top reward. But if you get 3 losses before that, you get a lesser prize.
Yep.
So you know, that's.
So I got all 10. You're right. I got all 10 without getting one strike against me. That's what I didn't word that right. So I got all 10 wins without losing a single game.
Yeah.
And got the top prize, and it was dope.
And then went in and immediately lost, no doubt.
Yeah.
Madden thought you were good then, and it was like, I'm gonna trick you against crazy people. I thought you were gonna say when you got that achievement for getting an 85 overall team.
Oh yeah, because you were not happy about that one.
Oh, don't stop me. Yeah,
that was like a solid couple of weeks of going back and forth with that one.
Couple of months, dude. Like I did it.
So.
I did it from day one. Yeah. Because, we'll not get into the fact that it gets easier as the year goes on.
Oh yes.
But yeah, Joe, sports games best moment.
I don't know if I actually have one. I mean, like, I don't really, like, I'm not, like, hardcore into the sports games. Like, I play them every year, but I don't really say that I have a moment. I mean, I did that, like, that Madden challenge on, like, the first try. And I don't know how, because I'm not very good at video games, so...
Jeez.
Why am I friends with
you
these
just
people,
broke
Mike?
Ben.
Why am I friends?
Ben just died. I don't know if you could hear it. That little... that was Ben dying. It was a chunk of Ben dying.
That moment right there was sentence. Like that moment when you know Battlefield 5 or 4. You know the one where you had to get on one of the DLCs where you had to get a kill with a cannon on top of a hill.
Yes.
Right. That moment right there when Joe was like, "I did that first try." That was like when my friend Jim went on that map for the first time, climbed on a cannon, accidentally fired, and some guy stepped in front of his cannon as it fired. So he got that achievement by accident. I had to spend 3 hours fucking trying to get that achievement.
Oh, it makes me so happy. I'm sorry, Ben.
Everyone but me. Everyone but goddamn me.
Oh, it's so good.
Congratulations, Joe. I hate your face.
Sometimes I'm good at stuff.
Right, but yeah, no, I think it's one of these things where you can maintain quite a social atmosphere by playing these sports games.
Yeah.
If you have...
That's what I get out of sports games, is that more social aspect.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the gameplay. Madden has very fluid gameplay now, especially compared to 2018 even. Like 2019's running mechanics are far better, I think.
I think
it takes much more skill.
The defense is so brutal in the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't fuck
passing.
Around.
Yeah, no.
How
passing
many
in that game
how many
is
times
rough.
have you been picked off by linebackers?
Oh, God.
A couple.
I've been...
But I think it just raised the skill level for Madden. So I think the reason they did do it is so that not everyone can be a pro at it, if that makes sense. You know?
Yeah.
Make the skill a little bit higher for those professional players.
Well, they've got these competitive leagues now, haven't they? They've had them.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, EA's dumped millions of dollars into them. So if you can kind of I don't want to say take away from, the plebs, or, I guess the plebs.
The noobs.
The noobs. You don't want to take that away, but you also want them in your system longer. So to raise the skill level means they have to spend more time in your game, which in turn gives them more of an opportunity to spend microtransactions down the road. Right?
And they've sort of changed it now so that there's less frustration with what people are doing to you. If someone beats you now, it's usually 100%. Because they've beaten you. Whereas before it was just like, oh, you own Tyreek Hill. Well, I guess you're going to run for a touchdown then, aren't you?
Yep.
So yeah.
Now, we'll talk about this Madden in a little bit and what we've been playing, but I like this one more.
Let's move
Harder
on.
Games are better. Yeah.
Let's move forwards then from Madden and step into what we want from new sports games to come. So specifically, I put single player mode.
Yeah. How about better single player mode?
Well, I'm still in denial that this long shot exists because it's still.
You say that, but it's there, and they spent quite a lot of money on it.
Really?
So
How much did they
I
spend?
got one for you.
yeah.
Go.
I don't know. Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
The thing that I like, NBA has this, and EA doesn't do this as well, but the show also has this, where they have My Player or Road to the Show.
Yeah.
Yes.
The My
Where,
Pro thing.
Yeah, where you, like, in NBA, you start off in high school, and then you work your way up to, like, you probably play in some college, and then you play you work your way up to the NBA, and you build your stats slowly. Road to the Show is kind of like that too. You play like 3 or 4 high school games, and then like teams scout you, and depending on how well you are, you get rated like a certain level, and you enter the draft. You could choose to enter the draft and play for a team, like whatever team drafts you, or you could pick what team that you want to play for.
Right.
So I usually I would usually do that. Go Marlins. Yeah, I like the worst baseball team.
You must live
I
your
like
life
the
in
Mets, so get one
perpetual
up.
Fucking heartbreak.
Yeah, I'm a Mets fan, Joe. So I feel you. We're connected.
We're not connected. I've seen 2 World Series wins. You've seen none.
Well, all right. I guess that's fair. A couple more.
Yay, baseball.
Hey, baseball's a sport. We're talking sports games.
It's
It
literally
applies.
you guys, literally you guys in Japan that like that game.
Ben, you got to go to that London series. The Yankees and Red Sox are playing next year.
Yeah,
This
the
year?
Red Sox.
Next year.
Or
Yeah.
next year. Yes.
Ooh. Maybe we shall.
Fuck the Yankees.
Inside tips here. But yeah, I'll tell you. Oh,
I assume that's going to be at the Wembley.
probably, but they've started hosting a couple of games for the NFL, or a game from the NFL at a different
They
stadium.
picked
as well.
up. There's 8 games total outside of the United States, I believe. Right?
Baseball or football?
Football. I'm sorry.
Football.
There's usually 3 every year.
No,
No,
they signed a
they've just
bigger
done-
contract to
they've
do
just done
some
3
in
now.
Mexico. Yeah, they're
okay.
doing more this year in Wembley, and then they're doing some in Mexico as well, and a couple more in Canada.
They want to take
So
it
Madden's growing,
international.
or NFL is. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see
Yeah.
why
And
they
when
want
you went, was that game packed?
the Giants Rams.
Yes.
It's fairly busy. I don't think it was quite full, but it was pretty full. Like it's a big
Do you know how many people that stadium holds?
Wembley.
Like 80,000?
Million.
Keep talking, I will find out.
Yeah,
I do
find
not
out.
know off
You-
the top
you
of
get
my
that
head.
one.
I know SummerSlam was there one year too.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
In the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 92.
90,000
I wanna
people.
say.
Wembley Stadium can
Oh,
hold.
wow.
90,000. Holy crap. That's a lot. That's insane.
Is it? I mean, I know there are some at Wembley, but weren't there some at Twickenham?
Mhm.
Which is 82,000. So yeah, there's a lot of capacity at those places.
No, that's impressive.
But yeah, I
Got to go to a New England game.
or not, I could support a team with a soul.
Oh, wow. But for me, from a single player mode, I think I would want more what Joe was talking about. And I don't play those other games like that, but I would be more interested in that than this. What's his name? I forgot.
Devin Wade.
Devin Wade. Yeah, utterly blah.
Yeah,
no thanks.
I genuinely was hoping that wasn't a real person, but at the end of this long shot, it shows it shows you all the motion capture, like images, and I was
He's
just
from Friday Night Lights. His name's oh shit.
no, what?
Yeah, he's from Friday Night Lights.
Devin Wade?
Yeah, the actor Scott.
Do you mean the film Friday Night Lights? Because I've seen all the series. Like,
maybe I'm talking the show. What was it? It was Devin Wade.
Devin Wade, yeah.
I will do my research as we.
Okay, but yeah,
what's it called?
I agree with you, Joe. I agree. I think they should be taking the 2K model for the My Pro stuff
Yeah,
and letting you play through
I
those earlier years.
Yeah, like I like the way that the show does it, because like you don't really play all that much. Like you just play, like if you're a pitcher, you'll pitch like as much as the manager wants you to pitch, or if you're like a position player, like in the field, you'll play each of your at bats, and then you'll play whenever like a ball, like they'll sim like balls being hit to you, so you play just defense when your character, like when your player is involved.
Yeah, yeah.
So like you literally cruise through games in like 4, 5, 6 minutes each. So like you could play like a whole season relatively quickly in like a few hours and then move on to the next one, and it's easy to like I put so much time into my player in the MLB 2K games, like 2K10 to 2K13
Yeah.
or 14, whatever the last one is. I think David Price is on the cover of that one, but I played those every year, and I would play nothing else until like I got that Hall of Fame achievement.
Got to get that last top level one. Got to.
So I can confirm it was the TV show, and his name is Scott Porter.
Scott Porter, you suck.
He sounds like a completely irrelevant minor character.
No, he's a pretty big one. He's also done quite a bit of voice acting in video games, it looks like, recently. Guardians of the Galaxy. He was Peter Quill.
Gross.
Interesting.
What, Star
Is
Lord?
that the Telltale one?
Yeah, yeah.
Ew.
Mm-hmm. I haven't played it yet, but
You're not missing
That,
much.
No, you're not missing much. As far as I remember.
yeah, no, he played Lucas in Minecraft Story Mode.
Ew, also gross.
Injustice 2, he was Robin.
Okay.
Yeah, he's done a lot of voice acting. Oh, he's on Robot Chicken, Ben.
What is he on Robot Chicken?
We're just gonna list off this dude's IMDb: Giant Man, Racer X, and Kimball.
Okay, that's all right. I mean, again, it's almost completely irrelevant, but yeah.
But it's all wiped out because he played Devin fucking Wade.
Oh, so bad. I might.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Was this Colt Cruz?
Oh, well, of course. Yeah,
That was Colt.
Cruz.
That was Colt Cruz. That's who it
Yeah,
was.
he's different, dude. He's slightly appealing.
Yeah, that's Colt Cruz. That's who I was talking about. Yep.
Okay.
See, they're so immemorable that I can't even keep them straight. He was the wide receiver one, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he was. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy. Yes. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We got there eventually. Yeah.
Took our time, but we got there. But yeah, basically,
Yeah.
I agree, Joe. I agree. You should have.
Yeah, I
the,
totally. Joe's 100% right on that.
I do, however, I think they should take it even further. So I was talking to Mike about this, I think, and a couple of other people, and I was saying that you should go through your high school career. I can understand that being quite a fast thing because people want to get to the MLB or the NFL or whatever the game is.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I think you should get into your college career and you should have to choose, you should have all these different options that you can take. So you can say, am I going to join the draft as a sophomore or a freshman, not a freshman, a sophomore or a senior, and
Yeah.
choose when you enter. Have the repercussions or the outcomes from that based on, random dice roll. And then have things that you can do. So you could go out, it's like, do I study harder or do I go and practice football? And it's whether you gain, game IQ or whether you gain, I don't know, throw power or something like that. Or whether something goes wrong, there's choices where you can try to do something, but if it goes wrong, then you lose rating, you lose draft spots, you lose whatever. I think there should be this element of drama in the game that they're sort of hesitant to put in, I suppose, because they don't want to have the NFL games being, oh, you went out and did something bad and that was, made to look cool because of the game.
Yeah.
But, you could have things where it's, because you get it a little bit in the 2K games, don't you? In the basketball, My Pro thing or whatever it is, where you have to make choices about what you say to other players and your rivals and things like that, and
Yeah.
I think in 2K you could tweet too.
Yeah.
Can you really?
I
That's
think so, yeah.
incredible.
So, but this is what I mean. Like, I want to have, a way to define yourself as a player. So you know how Cam is. He's moody, but he's a superstar. So people put up with it.
Yeah.
And then you've got Andrew Luck, who's really, solid guy, awesome, but he ended up on a team that just can't really
Support him?
can't utilize
Do
what he
anything
does.
with him?
And I want to have the ability in the draft. I want to be like, right, you're valued first pick overall, and then you get to say, yeah, I'm gonna.
And then you're utterly useless.
No. I want you to be able to do an Eli Manning. I want you to be able to say, I do not want to play for the Browns. If you draft me, I will not sign the pick.
I will go back to college.
Yeah, I want to have that.
And then it's just college simulator. It turns into.
No, but you could go back to college and then
Ben
play
just wants
another
more
season.
options.
I want.
Yeah, no.
I want to have it be actually like being an NFL player, not be some scripted, entirely forcing you down the same route. You're probably going to still end up being completely irrelevant player.
You're right. Well, I mean, it sounds like we just want 2K to make a Madden game, right?
Well, probably, yeah. With a bit more drama in there. I want to have.
Yeah.
I want to have like not in a certain way, but I want to have situations like Ezekiel Elliott had. It's like you've got a suspension.
Yeah.
Do you fight the NFL for it, or do you accept the punishment and have a few games less?
Like you get the option as Marshawn Lynch, to walk on for the interview or not walk on.
Yeah, and you could
or just say one word.
You could have this where it affects.
Just eat Skittles at the podium.
That's the thing. You could put an achievement in the game that is just beast mode, and it's like literally eat Skittles and then walk off from a press interview.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Well, we're on this topic. Have you guys watched The League at all?
I have not. No.
Oh, that show is amazing.
What's this?
It's about fantasy football. I believe it's on Netflix.
Oh yeah. Some of my friends are massively into this.
I would highly recommend it.
Really?
Yeah, John LaJoy is on it. Nick Kroll. That Jason. I don't know his last name because it's like crazy difficult to pronounce.
Let's go with Derulo then.
No, he's on it.
Oh my god. What was it called?
The League.
The League.
The League.
What do you guys think about an entirely fantasy football league?
Ooh.
I'm
this is short notice, but we could get. Could we get this involved? We got like 2 weeks, haven't we?
Yes. It would have to be pretty tight.
Tweet us if you're interested. We'll
tweet us if we have the interest. Drum up, then I mean we have no excuse not to make one then.
Yeah, nice 12-team standard league.
Yeah. Yes.
Or possibly 10-team standard league if we get less players.
Non-legacy league.
Non-dynasty.
Just be like
redraft.
Yep.
Adverts out there. If you want to get involved, let's get involved. And you guys.
What's the Twitter, Ben?
It's at @entirely_X.
Ah, nailed it.
Yeah, still got it. Right.
All right, just real quick. What's everyone's favorite sports game? I think it's pretty clear what mine is. It's Madden. But Joe, do you have one?
NBA Street Volume 2.
Ooh, good one. Benny.
I mean, I'm tempted to go FIFA Street, but no, I'm gonna go for Madden 2. I think. But I'm gonna say. I think I'm gonna say Madden 16. Madden 16. I'm gonna be that guy.
Just because of Odell?
No, because that was the last time I was good at Madden.
Oh, alright.
It's been a rough few games. But no, that's always good fun to play new sports games.
It is.
So
sports games are fun.
I'm going to push us forwards because we've been talking about this for a while now. So I'm going to say we should push into what we've been playing.
Well, let's let the new host go. Joe, go right ahead.
Well, I've been working a lot, so I've been playing my eyelids a little bit more than
Ooh,
usual.
How's that? Is it Xbox One enhanced?
No,
Is it?
it's actually it's the lighting is pretty dark, and yeah,
Get some
Nice.
crazy images
Yeah.
pop up on it sometimes, though, right?
I've been taking all the naps,
Yeah.
but played a little bit of Madden. I'll let you guys talk about that more because you both
Okay.
probably played it more than me.
Yeah.
Probably.
Tetris Escape. That's a
Ooh,
really
I
easy
played this
game.
one. Very easy.
Only $5 too. I played A Semblance 2 Oversight.
How is it?
It's weird, just like the first one. Maka
Okay.
has a guide for it. I
How
can't get
long?
the last achievement. It
Ooh.
is less than an hour, I believe.
Okay.
Or about
What's
an
wrong
hour.
what's wrong with the last achievement there?
There's this the last ending. You have to stand at like a certain part in the room and like zoom in on this map. And I don't know if like a picture of like a little boy or something like that will appear if you're standing in the right spot zoomed in. And I think I'm
Oh.
just missing the spot.
I did that. I did play this game. I totally forgot until you said that. It's a bullet hole in the wall, right?
No, you have to like zoom in on like it's like there's like a thing like a piece of paper thumbtacked to a map and it has like question marks on it. I think the first game had it too, or had like weird stuff like that. But I don't know. I can't stand in the right spot. I did it like 5-6 times and just couldn't get it.
Weird.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah. That
I
kinda
I have
sucks.
not I have 900 in it and I don't know.
That's
I
terrible.
yeah I
Finish.
tried it like 5-6 times.
Dude,
and
you gotta finish
I
that. You
gave
can't
up.
leave that there.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do whatever I want. Trust
Don't-
me.
Yeah, Joe.
Don't do it.
Don't listen to him.
I played some Candle Power to the Flame.
Okay.
Point and click. I don't like it that much. It's kind of weird.
Ew.
I mean, point and clicks are a very hard
Yeah.
genre to do so that they're actually fun to play, I find.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan. I can't do point and clicks, man.
I played the Culling 2 last month.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah.
How was it? Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Or pieces.
All 11 of you.
Honestly, once you got like getting into a game kind of sucked because
Right.
like
It wasn't populated.
It wasn't popular because it's an unwanted sequel to a game that there was nothing wrong with, and they basically tried to make like a PUBG clone. And once you got into a game, though, I didn't really think it was that bad. Like, we were kind of like boosting it or whatever, like for all the kills and stuff like that, all the kills and the win,
Right.
and the solo wins, and you gotta get certain kills, and there's like you have to get like a sniper kill from like a really far distance, and you need the sniper. You gotta get the scope, and the sniper bullets don't do that much damage, which kind of sucks. So you gotta we were playing and Carnage. I don't know if you guys know him
Yep.
or whatever, but like so everybody's standing in a line, and Carnage didn't get weakened at all, and he is standing right there in the line, and you should weaken them to like 20 health or whatever, and it'll kill them in like one shot or whatever.
Right.
I
Yep.
hit Carnage 4 times with the sniper rifle, which it's hard
That's
to do.
so bad.
It's hard to hit someone once.
Right.
It's so difficult to hit someone one time, and I hit him 4 times, and I'm like, come on, bro, like you've been doing this shit for like years. What are you doing? But like
That's
the next game,
hilarious.
the next game I ended up getting it anyways, so
Alright.
not a
Yeah.
big deal. I got a huge rush from the solo win. We were all like kind of like boosting it, like staying like squadding up in the solo play,
Yeah.
and I was in the final 2 like 4 times
Oh,
or whatever, and yeah, it was me and Majin Fro
yeah.
or Majin Bro, one of those two. They're brothers. So there's like a tiny circle, and there's a tree and a house, and I'm hiding behind the house, and he's hiding behind the tree, and the circle closes like with the gas,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to come out from my cover into like
Right.
a wide open like backyard.
Right.
And he ended up getting me. And then the second time, um, I I made it to the. I was trying to help Superfly 1988 out with his. I told him that he could
Mm-hmm.
go first because he. Everybody was like really like uptight about getting their achievement, and I'm kind
Yeah.
of like,
Right.
if I don't complete it, I don't really care. Like,
Right.
so
It's one
I'm
of
trying
those.
to
It'd
help
be
out.
nice if you
Yeah,
did it.
like all
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
guys are gonna help me get mine or whatever, but like you
Mm-hmm.
can go first. It's whatever. So I'm trying to help him, and it's me, him, and a third guy. I don't remember who it was. That guy killed him, so it's me and the other guy, and the game crashed when it was just me and the last guy.
Oh man.
And yeah, and then like two games later, we all died, or one game, the next game we all kind of died pretty early because we felt like that clock ticking or whatever, so
Mm-hmm.
we were kind of being like a little aggressive, like that,
Yeah.
like they're turning this game off clock. And then the next game I ended up getting it, and I was helping like them try to get it, but I had to go to bed. And
Nice.
I don't know.
It's
I
fun,
got a,
isn't
I got
it?
like
You
a,
getting that?
yeah.
You getting that top 5, and then it's just. Yeah. That's why
I gotta
I love Fortnite.
I gotta, yeah, I'm not playing it though. But like
Yeah.
after I won it, like after I won that game, like I had to like a rush, and
Yeah, man.
like I had to like sit out a game to like kind of like calm down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what Fortnite does to me every single game.
Mike goes and touches himself.
Just a little bit, and then I quick get back in. Oh, servers are off now, I believe.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, that game
Yeah.
is dead, and I got my money back,
Nice.
3,000,
There you
which
go.
is why
Can't
everybody
ask for
bought
anything
it.
better. Yeah.
Um,
Interesting.
played some Walking Dead.
Right.
Oh,
Let's talk about this here then. 'Cause
Well, yeah.
it,
First, I'll go first. I won this thanks to Joe because he tagged me in a giveaway on Instagram. So I tagged Ben and Tyler on it, and I won the copy. I haven't played it yet though, so no spoilers, please. But I am interested.
I will do my best not to say anything.
Okay.
But,
I can't do.
I mean, I don't care. I
spoilers,
just
really,
want it
yeah.
for the gamer score anyway. But go ahead.
I don't know. I really like the Walking Dead series, and this one kind of like every new series kind of starts out with that like that intro episode,
Yeah. Right.
kind of. And obviously, like this is a few years later. Clem's got AJ. Like
That sounded so
Yeah.
close to being something really weird. Like Clem's got AJ.
yeah, Clem's got AJ, and I would say she's Ben. Did you play this?
Yeah, I've done the first.
She's
the first episode. The first 2 acts of the first episode or whatever it is.
yeah, she's probably what like 16, and he's maybe like 6. I want to say.
He's a
That sound about
toddler,
right?
isn't he? I think
He's not really a toddler.
he's
He's kind of like in between that like kindergarten, first grade
yeah.
era,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
maybe. Like he's got like awareness of what's going around, so he's not quite a toddler, but
He's
Mhm.
I think he's a little bit older than we're making it out here actually, because
So he's like 5 or 6.
I don't know. I feel like he aged more than she did, because they keep referring to them as kids or whatever, but like
Can't be
he
that
feels
young
like he
anymore.
aged. Yeah, he like in episode 2 he was, or episode 2 he was a baby, and she was probably like what, like 10, 11,
yeah, something
Maybe-
like
Yeah. Yeah.
and then in episode 3 she was maybe 13, 14. So in this one seems like she's like 16, 17, so she should be 7 years old. Yeah, maybe 7, and she's 17.
Okay.
I don't know, but like the new characters I couldn't really get into, and then like once I got to the end of the episode I was like completely interested in the story. But
Really?
like the
Okay.
majority of the game I didn't really care for.
So hold on, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like
Get
like
to
I'm
it. Okay.
yeah, like cuz you know how when you play those Telltale games and they're all like this, they all have that really bad episode right before usually the best one.
Yes.
And it's usually episode 4.
Yeah,
Yes.
where they've given up on everything, but like episode 5, they
Yeah,
already know
no,
how they're
like
gonna wrap all the
yeah,
storylines up.
like
Yeah.
1 through 3 kind of weaves the story, and then episode 4 kind of sucks but sets everything up for bigger events.
Yeah, it's the Dragon Ball Z screaming episode.
Yeah. That's kind of what
Ah.
yeah, that's kind of what episode 1 felt like. Is the usual episode 4 to me,
Oh, okay.
where they're kind of weaving stories together to make something happen in the next one.
Oh, all right.
So
Well, I got it for free, so I got to check it out.
oh yeah, I mean there's gamer score to be had, but I have something to say about this, Mike. So I didn't.
All right.
So name things you don't like in games.
Shitty engines.
Shitty engines, they've already got that. I mean,
This
All
one
right.
seemed a little bit better.
QuickTime events. Not really a fan.
they've got QTEs, but I quite like QuickTime events. There's something specifically that I don't think gamers want anymore that is in this game.
What is that?
Collectibles.
Oh, come on.
Missable collectibles. And
God damn
The
it.
you go, Joe.
Go
Why?
ahead.
Why would you add that?
Multiple playthrough achievements.
Oh.
Missable multiple
Are there
playthrough
save slots?
achievements.
Wait, hold.
There are save slots.
Are there save
There's
slots?
Save slots, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
yeah, it's not that bad.
And
Yeah.
also, there's a lot of the achievements now are based on little QuickTime event things that you have to pass.
Ah. So they changed it a little bit, where it's not just
They
play
made it
through,
not
get everything.
just.
They veered off their usual formula.
Don't know if I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
I would have been more.
The thing
Because that's the thing about Telltale I liked was I could play this and I know at the end of it I'm getting 200 gamer score. Right?
The thing I don't like about the collectibles and the missable achievements
Yeah.
is I want to play like what you said. I want to play the game for the enjoyment, and I don't want to play the choose the achievement path
Yep. Mm-hmm.
playthrough or choose the collectible path playthrough, because there's one where there's a collectible and an achievement in the fishing hut, and there's 2 achievements on you choose to fish or you choose to hunt, and there's a collectible and an achievement on the fishing path, and there's 2 achievements on the hunting path. So it
That
kind
is
of
awful. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Not just that,
Disappointing.
but there's some sneaky fast fucking fish. Read the guides.
Can't
is all
catch
I'm
a fish,
saying.
Ben.
Read the guides.
I didn't have any
good
problem
caveat.
with that.
If you look at the guide, there's 3 fish you got to spear, Mike. I got the first 2 easy,
Okay.
and then the third one went a lot faster, and it just got away from me. And it's like you've got to spear all of them. But if you let the third, if you
Okay.
let the first,
Yeah, you can't miss.
yeah, if you let the third one, and if you press right trigger, it tries to spear. So it's like it's not like you can just mash it and then move the reticle. But
Okay.
if you let the first on the third fish catch attempt, if you let the first fish go, apparently a slower one comes. So yeah,
Oh. Well, pro tips.
read those
I'll use
read
that.
those guides.
Yeah, I'll
people.
read those guides. Yeah.
I had kind of an issue with the bunnies.
I haven't done the bunnies yet, so
Okay.
I think I'm gonna have more of a problem with using all the traps. You'll see if you haven't played this game yet. But these achievements, I think they add a bit more like imagination to the achievements. But at this point, I don't think anyone wants imagination in the Telltale achievements.
Yeah, no, I don't. I just want, let me play a story. Let me experience it, make a couple different choices here and there, but point me down a slightly narrow path.
Yeah.
Tell me a story over 5 episodes. Now,
4
are
episodes.
oh, well, all right, that was my next question. Are all of them out now, or is it
Just 1 out
episodic?
of 4.
Wow. Well,
Yeah,
I'm probably
there's
going to
only-
wait.
There's only
Yeah.
4 episodes this time around.
Okay. I'm going to wait till all 4 are out then. Just play it.
Is it just 1 out of 4?
Yeah, there's only 4 episodes this time.
Yeah, but is there only one out?
Is only one available?
Yeah, they look like they're coming. They released a schedule for them, and the last one comes out just before Christmas.
Oh, sweet. That makes it
play it after
less
Christmas.
pressure then on how fast I have to do these.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably wait on that one. Well, so would you say pick it up if you like it, or?
Let's be honest, Gamerscore people are gonna pick it up. They're just gonna.
It's true.
I am a little bit reserved on my answer because I didn't like the first episode, like I said, but it leaves me with some good hope that episode 2 is going to be really good. And I do acknowledge that there's usually one kind of turd episode out of the 4 or 5.
Okay.
So.
Well, we'll have to come back to it when episode 2 comes out, but
definitely.
Yeah, we'll talk about that as and when it comes.
You got anything else, Joe?
Yeah, we have I played Maximum Football, which is made by the developers of Canadian Football. That came out last year, which, it's about the same as last year. The catching mechanics are a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah, like, there's definitely some improvement. I think that's a 3-person team, too, that made, like a properly functioning football game.
That's impressive, right?
Quite impressive for what it is.
It was the head of the studio used to work for EA, like Tiburon, that makes the Madden games, and he kind of made his own Canadian CFL game. And I have a giveaway for it, and we will announce it. Ben will announce it on Twitter at entirely_X.
Yep.
We'll have the rules and how you can win it. Look at that.
Watch this space, people. Watch this space.
And speaking of Ben, what have you been playing?
My week has been very short, so it's not going to be a long list, I'm afraid. We've already talked about The Walking Dead, and we've already talked a bit about Madden. But as I suppose I've played the most of franchise mode, I think I will start talking about some of the issues that Madden has this year.
Go ahead.
So,
what's wrong?
First off, I've had this bug crop up 2 different times now. I've not actually played massive amounts, but there is a bug where if you get, I think it's tackled or pushed out of bounds or something like that near the sidelines, what can happen is that the game no longer recognises that you've just gained a first down or just gained whatever distance, and then decides that you then have to continue your series to 3rd down, to 4th down, whatever. But your new target for first down is the goal line.
What?
So I was winning a game against the Saints.
Right.
Odell made a beautiful catch, toe tapped, got a couple of steps, and then went off the field, like got pushed off the sideline. I then had to make after this was a first down that he got, right? Easily a first down. He made like 20 yards. It then said I needed to make it a 3rd and 63.
Impressive.
Yeah, so I don't know how they managed to break it since the last game, but they've broken it. It doesn't. It decides sometimes now that the end zone is where you now need to aim for your first down.
Where you have to be.
Yeah, that's where they move the sticks to.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know what it is. If it's something about the sidelines, if it's something about how you get tackled, I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, something to watch out for when you're playing in your competitive leagues. Then there's also a couple of other bits that have been frustrating me. So I think you guys mentioned how you found the run game is a lot harder now.
Yes.
And that needed doing, but
I think it did. Yeah.
It's kind of got to the point where it's almost non-existent now. You don't.
I think it's non-existent because you have to be really, really good at it.
I think you
so
have
I think
to be good
again
at it
that
and
skill
have a
level is
good
just
O-line.
raised.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Because so I'm a Giants fan. I've taken over a Giants team in the franchise, and I'm trying to run with Saquon. And Saquon's not bad, but
he's alright.
Like, you just that right hand side of the O line, you might as well not bother.
Well, yeah.
And I think this is the problem. They've gone too much into, is your player better? Yes, no. Win, lose. Whereas it needs to be, is your player better? Yes, no, win, lose this % of the time.
Okay.
Every now and again, a guy's gonna manage to hold the defender off. Every now and again, they're gonna manage to get that gap open and let your runner run through.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I am having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun because I'm getting used to the new way it works. And as you say, I think it is harder, and it is more of a test of what I can do while under center. But it's good fun. I'm enjoying it.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
I like Draft Champions. Still probably one of my favorite game modes ever introduced into Madden.
I kind of like Ultimate Team. I have a serious weakness for Ultimate Team.
Yeah, Ultimate Team's pretty good.
Last 2 Maddens, I spent foolish amounts of money on Ultimate Team. That's my Fortnite right there.
There you go. Yeah. It's alright. We all have to have one.
But yeah, how about you, Mike? What you been playing?
Garbage. How about that? So, started off with Western Press, which I said earlier I hate QuickTime events. I don't know why I played this game because all it is QuickTime events. Except there's a nice little cheat where, not cheat.
Abuse. Use the word abuse.
Trick. Yeah, abuse. Where if you hit the pause button, you can see the lineup. And then if you quickly press A to unpause it, hit the button, and then pause it again, the computer doesn't move a line as fast. So, like, when you get to, I think it's the 9th round you have to win, you could just do that for every single line individually and win by, like, 2 or 3 lines, button presses.
Okay.
So, check out True Achievements for that video. It's a written guide. That helped me. Still, it's I don't know. It's a button pressing game, so not as fun. Then I started ACA Neo Geo Super Sidekick. It's a soccer game. I have both the Windows 10 and the Xbox One version. Right now I'm just doing the Xbox One version. It's pretty easy. It just comes down to penalty kicks for the original mode. So they're all luck based. There's no way to tell. So it's either when you're defending as a goalie, you either dive left and he hits it left, or you dive right and he hits it right. So you just kind of have to guess. And then if you don't get it, abuse the save system that they have and reload the save if you don't get it. So
okay.
Still, it's pretty easy. Pac-Man 256. I'm at like 800 gamer score in it. There is like a little, again, abuse, but I'm not doing it. It's where you have to go like offline and delete the save and all that garbage.
Yeah.
It's too much time. So I just kind of play it because it's Pac-Man 256. So I just kind of put it on and I do a couple of runs. I get a couple, good runs in there, get some more coins, and slowly upgrade all of the power-ups, which I realize is probably going to take me like 10 times longer, but it's just a chill out game where I put it on the screen, I listen to something else, watch something else. So that was slowly chipping away at that one. Tetra's Escape, like Joe said earlier, took 40 minutes, Joe? 45 minutes ish. It was under an hour.
It took me like 5 hours because I'm lazy.
Did it? Oh.
Yeah, internet.
I feel like it wasn't that long for me. Maybe.
My attention span is terrible.
It's okay. It's a little puzzly game thing. It's $5, like Joe said. So pick it up. Easy gamer score. Then I moved on to Super Party Sports Football, which is I forget the other 2 games. It's like I forget their names, but you have to kill all the dudes on the map, and you can aim the soccer ball, control the power.
Peggle.
And you have to do it. No.
Angry Birds.
You're not wrong. But.
Are they the baseball riot and
yeah,
to
that
the face
one.
games?
Yes, there you go. Tennis in the face. There you go. Forget that. It's like that, but soccer, and you have to get 3 stars on every single level in 10 worlds, and there's 10 levels per world, and there's 10 worlds. So it's just a slow grind. And then some good games because I needed some saving from that garbage. I started We Happy Few.
Is that as creepy as it looks?
Please tell me about this.
Please
tell me.
It's very creepy. It is. I like it a lot. I'm only a couple hours in, but I do get that BioShock vibe of the story. Now, it doesn't control great. I think there's a slight frame rate problem, but I can overlook it because I'm very curious about the world that you're in. And I thought this game was something way different than it is. I thought it was some procedurally generated world thing. As far as I can tell, it looks like a regular single-player thing.
Yeah,
just normal game.
It looked, as you said, very
I don't know if there's a
BioShock
separate mode or something.
That
Yeah, that vibe sticks through. The only kind of part that sucked was, I would say, the first 20-ish minutes was the trailers that we've seen over and over again for this game over the past 3 years. So it's like, I'm seeing this again. And then you finally get past it, and this whole world opens up, and I would check it out. I like it a lot. I think the deluxe version was $70. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I'll check it out when it.
But there is a season. There is a season pass with it. Yeah, it is cool. Graphics look good. Only reason I said there was a frame rate issue is when I got outside more and it kind of opened up. I was just kind of running around jumping on stuff just to see what the game was like, and I just noticed a slight little drops here and there. But I noticed that stuff, and I'm picky with it. But yeah, check it out.
Very excited.
I think
we'll have a look.
In Game Pass. Is it in Game Pass? It has to be because it's a Microsoft studio.
I don't think so because it's like one of their new studios, so I don't think that they've incorporated, like, Hellblade's not in Game Pass yet, and We Happy Few isn't yet.
I think if you have Game Pass, and you don't want to buy this, just wait. This would be a nice game for Game Pass to have, I think. There's 2 DLCs, I believe, planned for it, so keep your eye out. I'm going to play more of it this week.
Could you compare it to something, like, gameplay-wise?
BioShock without combat. So far.
Interesting.
I mean, there's like melee, but I haven't gotten more skills and stuff. Because there's skill trees and everything like that. So.
What about Dishonored or Wolfenstein?
Yeah, I'd go, well, again, on the lesser side of combat. Dishonored, BioShock, just far less combat.
Got to be a thinking man's game, then. Got to think your way around problems.
Sort of. When I say less combat, no gunplay, really. It's melee stuff.
Okay.
That's what I've run into for a majority of it so far. Yeah. And then Madden 19, of course.
Woo-hoo.
It's pretty fun. Like, we talked about it. And then I started Far Cry 5, the Mars DLC. And holy shit. It's fucking awesome. I love every minute of it. It's Herc and Nick, if you've played Far Cry 5. 2 of the characters. It is hilarious. And absolutely stunning. I think maybe one of the best looking games on the Xbox. It is fantastic. And it's included in the season pass if you had the gold edition. So definitely check it out. I haven't played the other 2 DLC yet.
How much is it standalone?
$15, I think.
15? Yeah, 10, 15.
See, that's the proper price for
sure.
DLC. At least Far Cry is still doing it right.
Yeah, no, they're it's very good. I enjoy it a lot. It's a little repetitive, but Herc makes it worth it. I'll say that. So, yeah, that's all I've been playing. I'll talk some We Happy Few next week. Maybe I'll make that my main this week. And let's move on to what's hot now. Get a little bit of that news action. Benny, you want to kick us off with anything in particular?
Rage 2?
No. What about it?
Incredibly excited. Been wanting Rage 2 for a long time, especially with the way they ended Rage 1. it quite clearly set itself up for a sequel, and then that never appeared for forever, and I am very, very excited.
Oh.
I'm gonna get back to throwing boomerangs and taking people's heads off with them.
Yeah, it'll be some good co-op fun, I think.
Very much looking forward to that. On that note, I'm gonna steal someone's news article and point out that Doom and Rage are now on the Game Pass.
Oh, fantastic! 2016 Doom, we should say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's the Doom one. Okay. All right. Good. I didn't want to mess that up. Love Doom. Doom Eternal looks absolutely incredible. I don't know if you guys saw the stuff that came out of QuakeCon.
I've seen a few bits. Yeah.
Holy shit, man!
It looks pretty naughty, doesn't it?
It looks so good. I'm so excited for that game. Rage is also a very good game, and with Rage 2 coming, I think you should look at what a big difference I think there is between Rage 1 and what Rage 2 will be.
Yeah, I mean,
just aesthetically,
it's gonna be
from the trailers.
It's gonna be a crazy difference, isn't it, when you think about it?
Way, yeah. It'll be interesting. I'm excited for it.
That dev cycle, though.
Yeah, well, that is true.
But yeah.
Oh, what else we got out there? There's actually been quite a bit of news this week. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with the customization in Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
Tell me
I've been
more.
reading through what you put here.
So, the new Tomb Raider game has, the new Tomb Raider has an absurd amount of customization, from reducing camera shake or whatever to
Nice.
like eliminating flashing lights for those with like epilepsy, colored and uncolored subtitles for people that might be like colorblind or having issues seeing it.
That's awesome.
You can make the puzzles easier or harder. Like if it's on easy, Lyra will tell you maybe the next step to do, or if you make it harder, it'll also be highlighted on easy, like the things that you need to do, or you can make it more challenging and it'll kind of blend in with the environment, and like you'll have less of a time window to complete the puzzle. You can alternate, or you can change how much health and damage the enemies have and do. Like, just
That's
the amount.
crazy. That's awesome. This game's
Yeah.
out really soon too, isn't it?
Yeah, the
Like
14th of next month,
September
I wanna say.
14th,
Jesus.
or was it 13th? I can't remember. I know it's
September
it's coming.
14th.
Well, there's two release dates because that Croft edition comes out. The Croft edition comes out a little bit earlier. The one with the steelbook and the season pass.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, September 14th. You are correct.
That's 3.5
Shadow of the
weeks.
Tomb Raider. Yeah, I'm excited. I know, and that's the beginning. We're getting to the tip of the iceberg here of the holiday. We could probably do a whole show just on the games coming out this fall, and the time it's going to require you to play all of those games. Yeah,
Too much time.
It's going to be insane. It's going to be nuts. Let's see. I got one that we got up here. Cuphead, 3 million copies in sales. Absolutely incredible. The game is fucking awesome.
You put the time
and
in, you
need
make
to
a
play
solid game, you get the reward.
Solid game. Yep.
I'm actually
Yeah.
wearing my Cuphead shirt.
Oh God, I love you.
Represent.
Yeah. Love Cuphead. Absolutely incredible to see this success for them. It's fantastic.
Those guys are super cool too. I met them
They're
at
so
PAX.
cool. Yeah, you should
When I-
definitely listen to interviews with them.
When I went to PAX with my other buddy Joe. There's two of us.
Oh,
But,
two Joes.
Yeah, there's two Joes. We call him Vermigzo, which is like his last name kind of.
Oh, you
This
could
is
just
what
call
we-
him Joe too. You know.
Yeah, he would probably be two because he's like 5 feet tall. But anyway, every year at PAX West or PAX Prime, it was PAX Prime when I went. They have this thing in the Microsoft campus where they have a whole bunch of ID at Xbox games that you can play, and Cuphead was very heavily represented there. And actually,
wow.
while we were waiting, there was a shuttle that picked you up in the center of town, and it would take you there. And there was a dude in a Cuphead suit just like dancing around the bus stop.
That's so cool.
I have a picture of it. I have to find it. I will send it to you guys.
Yeah, we'll post it on Twitter.
It was like
good.
It was like 95 fucking degrees out and humid as shit, and then you have this doofus wearing this big, what I assume is felt-made Cuphead costume,
Oh.
and it is probably just disgusting and sweat inside
Poor
that
soul.
suit.
He's a hero.
Dedicated
That man
to
is
the
a hero.
cause.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But we
Just
went
still.
to that. That was actually where I met Smirnov, who's actually a really nice guy.
Oh, really?
Fun fact.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Fun
Yeah,
fact, Smirnoff is nice. He's a normal
Name,
human.
name dropping.
He's probably one of the nicest people you'll ever encounter.
That's awesome. Yeah, 3 million though. That's insane for an ID game. You can't even call that an indie game, I think. Like, what do you call that?
You call that winning, is what you call that.
Well, there's that. You guys see
Testament
anything
of
else?
hard work.
Yeah, yeah. Waging your house against your work. It's insane. It's a great story. You should definitely listen to any interview out there with those guys.
Okay, so the last time I was on the show,
Yes.
we talked about games that need remasters, I believe.
Yeah.
And Koch Media THQ Nordic acquired the Time Splitters and the Second Sight franchises.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
This is like yeah, it gets me excited.
Yeah.
Time Splitters
I-
remaster? Oh.
I have never played them. I own them on. I own Time Splitters 2 and Time Splitters Future Perfect on the original Xbox.
I
but
almost flipped my desk over. Holy shit.
Play Time Splitters 2, dude. That game is beautiful.
Yeah, I have never played them, and I
Oh.
have them. I don't have a console to play them on. That's part of the problem. I never owned them for the original Xbox when I had one,
Okay.
so now
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do. But
Alright.
I
That's
might.
incredible.
I was gonna play them after I hit a million gamer score because I was gonna try and play some of the games that I haven't played, but
Yeah.
might have to wait a little
Yeah,
bit now.
just wait.
'cause
Wait for that perfect
achievements,
remaster.
and
Yeah.
I assume they'll be polished up a little bit more.
Probably. I'm assuming it plays a lot better in my head than it does right now. So
And I don't know if you guys ever played Second Sight, but that game is really,
Yes,
really
I have.
underrated.
yep, I like it.
I enjoyed that game, but I didn't finish it.
Mhm.
I
I actually have the strategy guide for it still.
oh,
Ooh.
old school. Is it like in magazine form?
Yeah, it was before
So-
everything was digital.
Yeah.
So it is. It is in fact shaped like a book.
That's pretty
Amazing.
cool.
I also have the Time Splitters Future Perfect one as well. So
Oh, hero.
I
That's
was actually going to get rid of them. So
Yeah.
like next time you're in town, if you want some
Yeah.
old school strategy guides,
I may have to swing by there.
they
I mean,
they trade in
That's
for
awesome.
50 cents at my local game shop. So
really?
I give you.
If-
I mean, are they not starting to get rare now?
yes and no. They just take in any guide for like any strategy guide, whether it's for like Madden 98 or it's for like like Tales of Symphonia
Yeah.
or whatever. It's 50 cents. So
Huh.
I have a whole bunch of old strategy guides. I was looking at getting rid of them just because they take up space, and I have the internet now. So
I have space, so.
yeah, you gotta come grab all those amiibos too that I don't want.
Oh yeah.
I need
yeah.
I need room for pops.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
God. Hey, it's fine. It's not a problem.
Oh yeah, you guys go deal with your terrible, terrible collecting obsessions somewhere else.
Oh, I will. I will be there, Joe. I promise.
But yeah, no, them acquiring the Time Splitters IP is great news for Time Splitters, I think, and it's going to be fun to see what they come out with. I'm excited.
Yeah. I hope they
Yeah.
do something with it. I hope this wasn't a purchase just to buy. I hope it was to actually do something.
I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna do they're either gonna remaster each one separately or individually, like separately, or do like a bundle of all three games.
Ooh, yeah.
But I think that I think they're gonna go the separate route and just sell them for like $20 or $30 each, because that seems to be
Yeah,
what
that
THQ
seems-
does.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're gonna kind of gauge the market about how a sequel would work for that.
Yeah.
based on those sales. I think they'll do. I don't know how the first one will do, but I think the second one and Future Perfect will do extraordinarily well.
It's the same. Yep.
As,
Speaking of acquisitions and acquiring things, now should preface this. This is a rumor. Microsoft is big rumor. Yeah, Microsoft potentially acquiring Obsidian Entertainment.
ooh.
That would be nuts, right? They did things, just Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Oh, what?
Fallout New Vegas, South Park: The Stick of Truth.
I mean,
They've done some turds. Alpha
Pillars of
Protocol.
Eternity.
Pillars of Eternity. Yeah.
They did what else? Oh, they did Dungeon Siege. I don't know if you guys played that.
Neverwinter Nights 2.
Yeah, Dungeon Siege 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Neverwinter Nights 2 was quite
a
big one.
I don't know how much merit there is to this rumor. That would be quite the acquisition, I think, for Microsoft. But they've done it before. I mean, look at Minecraft. They spent how many millions and billions of dollars on that?
I think it was $2 billion.
$2 billion for Minecraft.
And they've probably already
For
made that
Mojang.
money back. Like,
For Mojang, yeah. Yep. Oh, they made their money back, I believe, in less than 6 months.
that's ridiculous.
Insane. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
No.
Nuts. I don't know. I
Gamescom
wanna
is
watch
tomorrow, so there
What's
might
that?
be some announcements.
Oh, that is true. As of recording, this is the 20th. Gamescom kicks off August 21st, right?
Yeah.
For public?
There's also an Inside Xbox tomorrow at 10.
It's pretty early for America.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's pretty early for us because Gamescom is in Germany. But
Yep.
hold on, it is at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
It's not too bad.
So
If you're on the East Coast, it's not too bad. West Coast, that kind of sucks.
that's
Yeah, it's not bad
That's
for
like
Ben
right-
either.
3:30.
3:30.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I hope they announce something. Anything. Maybe like Crackdown. You have to show Crackdown gameplay.
No, they don't.
It has to.
But-
No, they have to. They haven't shown anything.
Yeah, I know. I get.
No, they have
I
to
mean,
show it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or Halo 6.
they'll show something. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Crackdown gets a little bit more like visuals here.
Yeah.
'Cause
I hope so.
I think it's going to because they said it's coming in February and this is like their last real
This is
time
last
to show it off.
ditch effort.
I'm hearing it's done and they're just
That's
putting
what
that
I've heard,
final
yeah.
level of polish on it.
Yep.
We'll
Interesting.
see.
We will see. I'm excited. We'll have some hot takes next week on Gamescom. Everything Gamescom.
Right.
So.
I mean, I'm gonna
Team
put in here and take us away from potentially
ahead.
disappointing announcements. And push us and say that have you guys seen the World War Z game? Well, I'd say trailer,
Yes. You showed me this trailer.
but yeah,
It,
it looks
I'm
naughty. It looks. I mean, it's a 4-player zombie shooter basically. Imagine Left 4 Dead but with actual hordes of zombies.
like funnels of zombies.
Like where
You mean like Days Gone?
Like Days Gone zombies. Yeah. That was the thing I noticed. The animations kind of looked exactly like Days Gone in a way.
I suppose I think
Like-
the physics that they've got where the zombies build on top of each other up and over obstacles in this game looks
Yeah.
quite crazy.
Yeah. No, it does. I'll be interested. Anything 4-player Left 4 Dead-ish. Yeah, count me in.
Yeah, that looks pretty baller to be honest. I was quite excited when I saw that, and you know, we'll see what they can manage. We'll see what they come out with. But yeah,
Yeah.
something to keep
I
on your
think
radar.
we got one other thing that might also get you a little more excited, Benny. Sekiro?
Sekiro
Well-
Shadows Die Twice has a release
Yeah.
date
Oh,
Yeah.
of
March
March
22nd.
22nd. This was the game I was the most excited after seeing at E3.
Yeah, it looked cool. I'm excited. March 22nd is going to be.
this is
It's a lot
Good day.
sooner than I
this
thought.
is the Xbox exclusive one.
Yeah,
isn't it?
way sooner than I thought. Yeah. I thought this was like a 2020 game.
I don't think it is Xbox exclusive.
No, it's all platforms. Sorry,
It is
all
not.
platforms.
It is on all. Yeah.
This is just me wishing that Xbox had something like Ghost of Tsushima to compete with. But no, very.
Hey, you get to play.
Yeah,
this,
I'm excited.
So.
Anything based in Japan, I'm good. You've got me.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we're getting there. Like, Phil kind of inherited like a little bit of a mess, and he's working on building. And he also inherited someone else's vision, and he's working at building his own.
He's turning that big ship at Microsoft around.
Yeah,
I think he's
got
done
a lot
great
more
job so far. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, everybody thinks like, oh, you got no games, you got no exclusives. Like, oh yeah, you have this powerful console and nothing to play on it, and like, oh, you can only play the multiplats look better, and you don't have stuff like The Last of Us. But like, it's not something that just happens overnight. Like,
it can't.
It's a slow cook process. Like, I mean. It's like just like in sports, when your team is terrible or whatever, you have to build from the ground up. And
well, you say that, but Cleveland's been awful for years. Forever.
Yeah, well, that's
Cleveland's fault.
That's just
it's
inefficiency. That's just front office inefficiency. But I mean, it takes time to build something up, and Matrick left him a big old mess.
Yep.
So
I think
he's building everything with his vision going forward, and
they're kind of.
I think he's doing a good job.
They're kind of doing this The Last of Us thing to death by now, though, aren't they? Like.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's always like the one thing that people drop back on. It's like, oh, you got no games. It's like, and we've got The Last of Us. It's like, okay, that's one game. I mean, I know you have some that, yes, I am very excited about.
God of War, Horizon.
I think people have to keep an eye on PlayStation and Sony to make sure that they don't get complacent and just be like, well, we'll just keep these series, because that's what happened with Halo. That's what happened with, Gears of War, stuff like that.
Yep.
Those franchises are still there. They're still available. They just don't have as much pull anymore because they've done 6 iterations of each of them.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we see some more stuff out of Gamescom, and we'll talk about it next week. So, I think that's it for this week's show, unless you guys got anything else.
No, that's good. That's good for me.
No, let's hit some plugs, why don't we, Benny? What's the Twitter?
It's @entirely_X, and Joe, your Twitter.
@CoolKidJoe XBL.
And you can hit us up on Facebook at facebook.com/entirelyxgaming. And the Instagram, which has changed. We've said it multiple times. And I forgot what I changed it to because I'm great.
Bravo.
It's entirelyx_podcast. And then you can go to youtube.com and type in entirelyx and find us and subscribe there. And same with iTunes. And if you can leave a nice review, 5-star or 1-star, your choice. But that's it for me, guys. See you next time.
See ya.
Later.